Happy February. This is Emily.
And I'm Lisa. Happy February. And we are the Conscious Collaboration.
I'm glad you rolled with that. I felt I didn't like it as soon as I said
It's out
it.
there. No take backs. We're on a
No
tight
taking.
timeline.
I was
We're
trying
going
to
to
switch
do,
it up a little bit. That's what I get.
yeah, I know. Well, you did change it up, but I think if people are going to be like, is this Emily and Lisa? What's going on? That's not their normal intro script. But to that point, we thought it'd be great to do another quick energy check-in, but let's keep it relationship oriented.
Relationship.
Relationship. Well, we touched on it back in December, and I think it was the theme around the holidays. Maybe it was late November, early December. We started talking about reciprocity in relationships. We talked about relationships. We had a guest on talking about relationships as well too. But hey, let's dial it in a little bit more with the current energy and see how we can show up best in our relationships so that we cultivate this reciprocity and connection that will support us best in the year of the fire horse and moving forward. So the year of the fire horse technically starts February 17th, but then we're already in the shadow period. We've been feeling it. Harken back to our previous episodes where we've been advising against what other people are advising. This isn't the time to just run with reckless abandon towards the sunset.
Yeah.
Intention
Time to
and
run with intentional abandon.
yes, as much as us air signs just want to pop off. So I do want to say the current energy is diverging interest, and that one flew out. Gotta, gotta get this.
The dramatic zoom
The
that just occurred.
Zoom is like, yeah. Okay. So the I Ching here is telling us a story of diverging interests as it relates to our relationships. And it tells a story of fire above and lake below. We don't get this one very often, but interesting. As I was talking about running with reckless abandon towards the sunset, here's the depiction of this energy shows a sunset in the distance, but it's obscured. So there's the fire. And then the nuanced energy of it is cutting through. Hexagram 21. So for those playing at home, hexagram 38 shifting into 21. And so I don't know, your intuition signals picking up on anything based on that?
Not so much yet. Let's hear
Okay.
what cards got to say.
Let's hear what they have to say. Um, okay. This is
Diverging interests in the
diverging
context
interests.
of relationships is interesting. So,
Yeah, so holding in your mind, whether this is personal or business, it talks about current circumstances call for confronting a thorny situation and cutting through it.
oh,
Somehow the way to harmony and unity is blocked or frustrated, perhaps by a tangle of deceit or corruption.
oh,
Don't be afraid to shake things up a bit. The ability to take corrective measures when they are needed is an essential trait of leadership. Ooh. Um, it's interesting. So it talks about the story of Alexander the Great cutting the Gordian knot. Take decisive action, and you will meet with good fortune and even your destiny. I guess that sunset off in the distance. So there's something in the relationship. There is a diverging interest, and it needs to be brought to the surface, is what I'm hearing, and untangled, cut. This isn't something to sweep under the rug. And you know how dramatic the I Ching is. It might not be a dramatic thing, it could just be different interests.
it speaks
So,
to boundaries too. I think, right?
boundaries, yeah.
Mhm. Don't sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, but it advises don't be hasty, severe, or arbitrary.
Hmm.
Consider all circumstances.
Hmm.
Um, okay. It might not be something that you have to be as dramatic as, you know,
Well, I guess we can take just a little bit of a side quest there. Um, and Stefan speaks, who, okay, so we're talking about
hmm
romantic relationships here, but
yeah,
he's a personality that I like to listen to from time to time, and he always talks about red flags as not something to, I mean, unless it's like an obvious, like, moral, big
yeah,
moral, like, difference, that it's not something to just go, oh, red flag, you're cut off. It's
yeah.
something to address
hmm
and bring up further, because you probably don't have all the information, and where we can get into trouble with those things is if we sweep them under the rug and we just kind of rationalize these things without having the discussion. But having the discussion is what really provides the clarity as to whether, okay, is this something that we can work through, or is this something that is going to be a problem that will
Yes.
stop us from moving forward.
Yeah, that's really well said. And that really resonates with a lot of the discussions I've been hearing. Yeah, I like that. What is it? Simon speaks, she said?
Stefan,
Stefan, not Simon. Simon says,
not Simon
Stefan,
says.
Stefan speaks.
Not to be confused with
When
Simon.
Stefan speaks, we
I think his name
listen.
is Stefan like Labossier or something.
Okay, that's challenging. He should rethink that.
He's Haitian, so
Okay,
they have the French last names,
I'll
like
have to check him out. I
my
love the Asian accent.
people.
So it does kind of, this mirrors what you've been saying as well. So that's a really good intuition hit that you got. Um, so obviously it says in situations where serious issues of justice are at stake, then you want to actually be very, don't hesitate and be as loud as you can can about it. But if
Like
it's
if this
something,
person is like, I murdered my
right,
friend for no reason. Oh, okay.
that's a red flag. You don't want to
Maybe we're not
address.
in alignment.
You don't want to address with curiosity that type of
Right.
discussion. Oh gosh, that's funny. My mind went off on a whole train there. Like I was thinking about how in a lot of my dreams, and I talked to Vel, what was her name? Velva? Is that her name? It feels weird when I say it. Velva. But Harity, when I talk to her about my shadow self and my dreams and my nightmares, there's been a few times where like I come across a bad guy in my dream, which is also me, I guess, according to her. But in my dream, the bad guy or the monster or whatever doesn't murder me. I end up like talking to him or her enough so that I'm like, I make the scariness smaller. I end up just walking with them, like, what's going on here? Anyway, I hope you're not faced with that situation that Emily just described in your relationship issue that needs to be addressed.
You know what else it reminds me of is the Scott Kress reels, where he's talking about the all the red flags that he's overlooking, and
Yeah,
pointing away, like he literally murdered his whole family. Like, I know, girl, but he didn't mean it.
I mean it. Yeah, I like that. So these diverging interests, they do cause some level of estrangement. So you might be feeling this. And it could be something within your family. It could be just like you don't like who someone in your family is hanging around. Different natures and interests bring some sense of opposition. And it's still possible for you to have good fortune in the relationship. Just naturally, as Emily said, I think that's very good. See yourself as a team, both people and companies, and not seeing each other in this state as competition, but yes, evaluating the situation at hand. So there's only one change line. This energy is very stable. Diverging interests and cutting through are very related. So 38 to 21. It in line 2 talks about this is a difficult time to get together with those in your circle with whom you have misunderstandings. However, if you get the chance to meet accidentally, there may be an opportunity for compromise, provided there remains an inner affinity between you. This can only happen if you let go of mistrust and let yourself be open to the other's truth. So, I mean, we just kind of said it in a different way, in the I Ching way. Um, yeah, I think timing when you bring up
Yeah.
topics too. Like that's the interpersonal part of it. I think it's talking about here in this line. It's kind of like sensing into that accidental or serendipitous moment when you feel like you have a place to relate and bring it forward. And trusting when you're being open to each other to see if this is something that you can cut through. So that's
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
Approaching it with a like, hey, are you in a good space to talk about XYZ right now rather than we need to talk, busted in
Yeah.
on or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. I talk to a lot of people, especially men's. They have this instance where there's something going on, but their girlfriend or wife isn't bringing it up. And it comes up like right when they're about to go to bed. They're
And
like
they're about to
closing
go to
their
bed,
eyes.
the game's on.
Right.
Of course we have these same sort of things that apply to us, but
On the reverse. Yeah. Like that's, timing is a big part of it. Sensing and feeling into that. Maybe it's like a 3-part series of a conversation. But nevertheless, I think this is really good advice that the I Ching gives us in the current collective energy, fire horse season, everything that's going on. Just it also talks about letting go of self-absorbed people who don't share your values, both people and companies. And measure of stature is a quality of one's competition. So really evaluating like when there is a diverging interest, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're competitors in the sense that you need to be villains. It might
no.
just be principle and at the root of it, values and principles and your individuality need to be honored
Yeah,
or
look,
held
two
space for.
different human beings in any flavor of relationship are gonna, they're gonna have diverging interests at some point. I hope you're not the exact same person.
Oh, you can't grow forward when things
Yeah,
are
when your
so
whole life is just
similar.
an echo chamber of we like the same things and we listen to the same things and we do the same thing. Like what?
At the Conscious Collaboration Podcast, we are proud affiliates of Atapa medical grade red light therapy devices. Red light therapy boasts a long list of clinically proven benefits, many that I and many of my clients have experienced firsthand. You can be sure that you'll be able to train harder, recover faster, and sleep better with Atapa Red Light Therapy. Visit myatapa.com, myatapa.com, or use the link in our Instagram bio to shop with the code COLLAB15, that's COLLAB 15, for a discount on your device.
That's boring.
Doesn't make for interesting conversation. So, well, good. I feel pretty settled with that. I think that's very good
Yeah,
advice.
I like that.
So, all you people out there that you're sweeping something under the rug because you want to keep the peace, or you're only dishing to your girlfriends or your guys don't do that. Do guys dish? No, they don't.
Yeah, I think it might manifest differently, but I do. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the peace.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of, well, I mean, do guys dish to other guys like, I need advice on what to do with this situation.
Oh, no.
I don't think they do. I think they
Yeah.
channel the energy or work it out in something else, like become hyper focused in something. I don't hear that often from any of my guy friends or any clients.
No, they are the fixer. They are the problem solver. Which, to be fair, I tend to lean towards that myself. But
Yeah, you can flip that, and we've been saying that for a long time, especially in the type of energy that the Conscious Collaboration Collective is in. That we, especially the women, tend to get into that more masculine fixer directive energy.
for sure.
So, well, good. Well, let's continue this conversation inside of our closed and private Facebook group. You can find us there. The link provided in the description. Yeah. Boom. All right.
And everybody in your mind, wish Lisa a happy belated birthday. By the time this comes out, it will have been like, what, 12 days ago. But
Yes.
happy birthday.
Thank you. Yes. The Aquarian birthday season is underway, has been underway. So thanks very much. All right, cool. Well, guys, we look forward to talking to you soon. Talk to you in 5.
Talk to you in 5. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank y'all so much for listening to our podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends so they can join our circle of collaboration on this journey. You can find us on Instagram at Conscious Collaboration Podcast, on Spotify, iTunes, and Audible, to name a few. Please join us next time for another deep dive into how you can live life in more alignment. Mind, body, and business. Send us your questions and comments in our DMs or email us at consciouscollaborationpodcast@gmail.com. See you in 5 minutes.